Exciting news! Scientists have made an incredible discovery, and now we're going to explore deep into the ancient mysteries of Egypt. Prepare to be astounded by a monumental discovery that stunned the world. Scientists have at least found the legendary Book of Thoth, which had been submerged beneath the waters of the Great Nile after years of searching. This remarkable discovery represents a huge milestone in the field of archaeology. For decades, the Book of Toth has been cloaked in mystery, but today we'll take a deeper look at the groundbreaking discovery that might change history. So sit back, relax, and join us as we dig into the remarkable story of the Book of Thoth's discovery. The Book of Toth, named after the Egyptian god Thoth, comes from the Greco-Roman period. He was a deity of wisdom, hieroglyphic writing, science, magic, art, and judgment. The Thoth temple was mostly demolished before the Christian era, but its huge pillars still stood in 1826. Thoth was one of two deities that stood on either side of Ra's solar bark and had various significant roles in Egyptian mythology. The book was discovered during a regular excavation at Homopolis, the location of the former Thoth temple. The excavation crew unexpectedly discovered the long-lost Book of Toth in a hidden chamber that had been closed off for generations. Have you ever wondered how a book could have seemed when uncovered as if it was contained long-forgotten tales whispered to anyone who ventured to turn its fragile, weathered pages? Well, when it was first discovered, the book's leather cover was decorated with gold leaf and valuable stones, and its papyrus pages were in extraordinary condition, considering that it had been buried for thousands of years. The text was about a foot broad and more than 2 feet long. Whilst we're at it, don't forget to dig up that subscribe button to our channel Ancient History, and join us on a journey of discovery and mystery. Let's move back to the video. The Egyptians were believed to have maintained many works of literature on various themes in halls of life, which were libraries placed within temple complexes. Thoth was worshipped as the god of knowledge, and he wrote 36,525 books. The church father Clement of Alexandria recalls 42 books that Egyptian priests utilized that contain the entirety of Egyptian philosophy. Hermes wrote all of these writings, and the Greeks thought that they shared comparable traits with God, such as inventing and writing. But because of inaccurate translations from Egyptian to Greek language and concepts, part of the authenticity of Egypt was lost. Setna I, an ancient Egyptian short narrative from the Ptolemaic period, featured a fictional Book of Toth. There is also a missing portion of the book, rumored to contain 2 spells from Thoth, one of which allows the reader to understand animal speech, and the other allows the reader to see the gods themselves. According to legend, whoever reads the book's contents would get the wisdom needed to decipher the mysteries and master the earth, sea, air, and celestial bodies. Hermeticism emerged due to the tremendous regard held for Hermes and Thoth as sources of knowledge and wisdom. The Book of Thoth contains a variety of topics, including knowledge of rituals, temple construction, astrology, geography, and medicine. It's allegedly the key to an incredible magical power that enables the reader to enchant even the earth and heavens. The Book of Thoth is one of the so-called Hermetic books, which are a grouping of Egyptian and Greek wisdom writings. It's written in the manner of a dialogue between the teacher Thoth and one of his pupils, each of whom is identified by their respective titles. Hermeticism developed in this respect, emphasizing the transcription of ancient knowledge that the gods gave into a collection of manuscripts, known as the Corpus Hermeticum. The Book of Thoth was originally hidden near Coptus, on the bottom of the Nile, where serpents guarded it. The Egyptian prince Neferkaptah defeated the serpent and recovered the book, but the gods punished him by murdering his wife Awer and his son Merab. A fictional character named Senekamwas, who is based on the real-life prince, takes the book from Neferkaptah's grave generations later. Setna gets attracted by a lovely lady and murders his children in front of the pharaoh. In order to avoid further retribution, he returns the book to Neferkaptah's tomb. The bodies of Neferkaptah's wife and son are also discovered by Setna, who then buries them in Neferkaptah's tomb, which is then sealed. Setna was a son of Ramesses the Great, pharaoh of Egypt, who was well versed in all ancient literature and a renowned magician. He was a scribe who could write the hundreds of signs that made up the ancient Egyptian language and interpret the oldest hieroglyphic writings on the temple walls. He was also an expert magician, having learned his trade from some of the oldest and most sacred of texts, which even Amenhotep and Thoth priests could not read. Setna learned of the tale of Neferkaptah, and he invited his brother Anheru to assist him since he was determined to discover it and gain knowledge. The first theft is believed to have made the gods realize that knowledge of the gods is inappropriate for human possession, and that the book should be kept concealed. Therefore, they have kept it hidden from mortals ever since. Researchers at the University of Texas in Austin have discovered a connection between the river's flow and the movement of deep mantle rocks. In addition to writing the Book of Thoth, Aleister Crowley also designed a tarot deck. Instead of a book or papyrus, it's said that the true Book of Thoth is a set of tarot cards. A priest-king named Thoth, who presided over the mythical city of Atlantis, is thought to have translated a document known as the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. It contains instructions on creating a philosopher's stone, and is thought to have existed for 36,000 years. Though some contend that the gods would not exist without Thoth's words, he's frequently thought to have been served as a scribe to the gods. Scriptures refer to a man as being halfway to a god, and they also reference the Masonic ritual of death and rebirth. The Book of Thoth also offers insight into ancient Egyptian philosophy and is filled with information, including magic, alchemy, and other teachings of Thoth. For Egyptologists and historians, the discovery of the book has been a crucial turning point since it provides an enormous amount of information about ancient Egyptian society and their beliefs. The book's emphasis on language and the power of words, which addresses how words may influence reality and how important it is to pronounce words correctly, is its most interesting feature. The concept of alchemy and its use by the ancient Egyptians to better their lives are also revealed in this book. These writings reveal the ancient Egyptians' understanding of chemistry and how they applied it to enhance their quality of life. His alchemical teachings were especially important because metals were widely used as medicines in ancient Egypt, and the transformation of base metals into gold was seen as a metaphor for the spiritual awakening of the human spirit. It also includes lessons in magic, such as how to cast spells and incantations for protection, healing, and other purposes. Additionally, it provides directions on the spells that were said to be so powerful that they could summon the gods. It is not simple to decipher an ancient manuscript like the Book of Thoth. Scholars and experts have been working hard to interpret and analyze the book's contents to better understand ancient Egyptian civilization. And despite the lack of context, experts have worked hard to decode and translate it into modern English, shedding some light on some of ancient Egypt's languages and alchemy-related beliefs and practices. With that, we have come to the end of this video. Don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Do you want to see more discoveries by scientists? Then subscribe to our channel Ancient History and stay updated with the most shocking discoveries. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon.